Been a while since I've talked about Mass Effect, but something happened today that I want to go over with one of the developers from Mass Effect 2. He's, of course, apologizing for a scene that happened over 10 years ago for some reason. I thought it'd be fun to talk about it. Mass Effect, no stranger to controversy this year. I'm sure you remember the whole blunder that was Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Had all kinds of censorship, particularly with Miranda and her booty. They decided to change the camera angles on some scenes so that you couldn't really see it. It's a really odd change. And from what I understand, there was a lot of conversation about it amongst the game testers, because one of them emailed me a long time ago about it. So the game, it's kind of, you're better off just playing the originals, in my opinion. If you did pick this up for PC, of course, modders did fix that problem. So PC gamers were capable of playing the game as originally intended. But now, the cinematic designer for Mass Effect 2 is coming out and apologizing for a romance scene between Samara and Shepard. A lot of focus on the male Shepard here, too, I would like to point out, because naturally, men aren't supposed to hit on women anymore, but women hitting on women, that's okay. That's different. That's a little bit more natural. That is a more revolutionary thing. It's very progressive. Icky man and women kissing and flirting, that has got to go. We got to get rid of that. Always apologize for it. Always. So there's a scene in this. They have a clip of it down here where these two have a little bit of a romantic scene together. And what happens is Shepard tries to talk her into have a relationship. She, of course, is not interested in it. I don't really remember her full character arc. I have not played this game in a long time, though it is quite good. Probably one of the better games of last gen. It's a great game. The first two are really good. Third one, I'm kind of mixed on, but I keep saying he. It's a he, her. You could be female Shepard, but either way, Shepard tries to convince her, hey, maybe you should put this code down and think about yourself a little bit. We share this connection. Why can't we be together? And in the end, she turns him down and walks away. I don't really see the problem with this scene. But then I remember we live in a world where people push the idea that you need to get consent from a newborn baby to change their diapers. No, I'm not kidding about that. There are actually people that are making a thing about that. This is the world that we live in. So, anyway, I don't know if this guy is begging for a new job or what, because that's what this stuff usually is, in my opinion. When people come out and do things like this, it's usually a job application in a lot of ways. They're looking for work. So this was from November 7th, which is apparently N7 Day. He says, it's N7 Day, so I thought I'd do a little Mass Effect dev thread. I was one of the senior cinematic designers, and when I rolled onto ME2, one of my first areas I was assigned to was Samara's sequences, the Normandy. These sequences were a lot of fun. They were spread throughout a 30-plus hour campaign, and we wanted to inform and support your current relationship with your crew through blocking cinematography and action, as well as inform the characters themselves. Samara, for example, was a grounded, contemplative, meditative character. So I started her off in compositions with a lot of symmetry. Back then, I was really influenced by cinematographers like Chris Doyle and Yimo Zhang's Hero. Lots of symmetrical formalism. Early on, when Shepard tried to push to get to know her better before a real friendship had been established, The blocking and framing would have Shepard intrude into that serenity of that symmetry, subtly reinforcing that dramatic tension. As Shepard and Samara grew closer, as she let you in, Shepard would join in that symmetry, and the scenes would regain early initial serenity, now with you as a part of it. At the culmination of the non-romance thread, deep into ME2, Shepard and Samara would share frames with equal balance, reinforcing the balance between them and how far you had come together. So then there's the romance path. If you get to the final friendship stage, I believe Convo 5, that last symmetrical blocking dovetailed beautifully into that first physical connection. This gets to something that in retrospect, I wish I hadn't done. As Shepard pushes for romance and Samara pushes him back, she steps back from him, yet Shepard pushes forward, physically cornering her on the side of the screen. I know, I look at it now and it feels predatory, icky. By the way, she's not cornered. She's not backed against the wall. Okay. Not at all how I'd build it today, nor is that the Shepard I'd want to play. But we all know that if it came to it, Samara could handily beat down Shepard. So Shepard deserves to be left alone, sad in the corner in the last frame. Yeah, she shoots him down, even if you pick the romance path. And he stands there rejected. Okay. I'm sure this gentleman knows all about that. That's why he designed it that way. He was pulling from previous experience, I'm sure, of being rejected over and over and over again. For anyone I made uncomfortable with the staging of those final moments, you have my sincere apologies. And there it is. Apologizing for something he made over 10 years ago, because that game, I believe, came out in 2010. So, if this guy's working on Mass Effect 4, I have little hope for that game. In fact, I would say don't look forward to any romances in that game. There's probably not going to be any. And second, it's just funny, like, all of these scenes that he has here. So, I want to show you something that I found really interesting about this as well. Notice that he shares pictures of the female Shepard for scene 1, where everything's fine, there's no problem, they have a deep connection and friendship. And then for the male Shepard, you get that version for him apparently being pushy with Samara. He doesn't use a picture of the female Shepard here. He makes sure to use a male Shepard, which I find rather humorous, to be honest, and intentional. So I guess if you're looking for an NPC to hire, this gentleman is looking for work. Because like I always said, this is the job application. There's nothing wrong with that scene. Either way, he gets rejected at the end of it anyway. Or her. If you're a female Shepard, you get rejected still. Anyway, unless you don't. Maybe I don't remember. It's a long time. Because there were characters that had preferences. So I don't know, maybe she had a preference for female Shepard and it worked. I don't know. Either way, it's nothing I don't think that deserved an apology. And it was out of nowhere. No one was upset about this scene. But this guy comes out and turns it into a big deal. Just funny stuff to me. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, make sure to follow me over on Twitch. I do watch parties, play video games over there. They're always fun. Follow me over there and come hang out. Also, make sure you subscribe to YellowFlash, my other channel. There's a link to that in the description as well. I do a lot of live streams over there that I don't do on this channel. Usually smaller and a little bit more personal. So make sure you follow me over there and sign up.